You all, welcome to Citizen AI, the platform where we speak truth to power. It has been a long while. I'll see if I can do it. I may do a live broadcast where we talk about things, but I will try as much as possible to share the information with you all. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I want as many people to join me as possible on this broadcast because it is really important. Touch for a long while. It's just that it's been with me. So, greetings all. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform with me. So, greetings all. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Good evening to you all. On this special broadcast, we want to talk about really important stuff. And we've seen the actions of President Trump. So we're going to talk for a while, but I'll be here for about an hour or so, maybe more. I'll try. Apologies for being away for so long. I'm trying to organize and do things slightly differently, and I hope it works. So, without much further ado, we're going to talk for some time more. I'm planning to do this on other broadcasts as well. I'll share it on Facebook also. So, in very dangerous times, we need to make sure that we definitely do not allow. Again, here, copy. Again, here, copy link. I'm hoping that by doing this, a lot of people will follow what we're doing. We are shortly about to go live. Let me put it to somewhere else as well. It's very important that we carry on. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. And I will try and get as much information out as possible because it is quite concerning, the information that we have about what Donald Trump is doing. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to try and do about an hour or so on here. That's a plan anyway. I'm hoping to be able to do that, and then we'll take it from there and see what else happens. I haven't been on here for a bit. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button and, of course, give us thumbs up. If I step away from the broadcast, it's just I'm still here. I just need to go and do a few things. I'll be back. Just bear with me. But I just want to really make sure that we're aware. Nigerians say a loud no to American invasion of Nigeria under the false religious pretenses. We don't want to be invaded. We don't need any help from the U.S. We can take care of ourselves. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So what we are doing is trying to help. I'm showing you what I'm doing. I recently had a procedure done to help relieve the pain, and but like I said, it's not easy. I wanted to do this. I wanted to really get back out there and do things, and yeah. So we don't want to wait. We don't want to wait. We are asking and calling. So those of you watching, please do share this broadcast. Do endeavor to share it. We don't want to wait. We don't know what Nigerian government are doing, and we have to make sure that we do not allow the West to come into our country, because we know every time they come into any country, it's death and destruction that they bring. They come and say they're going to help, but they don't actually help. They bring death and destruction. So we are trying very hard to raise that awareness in our community. Okay, I'm going to send that off here. Okay, let me get. Please do share our broadcast. You're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I know it's taking some time for people to join us, and that's why I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing the broadcast. I want to give it time. We have over 350,000 followers on Facebook. Thank you also very much. We have over 40,000 on TikTok, and we're coming to. We just want to let us be aware, and let us share the information as and when we get it. Please do share, share, and share. Very, very important. You're listening to Seasonally Why, the platform where we speak truth to power. So, whilst we're waiting for others to join, please do share as you're getting the broadcast. Do share it. Let it go far and wide. I want to just check that it's, of course, reaching as many people as possible. I'm going to try and get a few things done. Oops, sorry, what was that? I don't know what that was. Okay. So we're just testing everything out. What is this then? Okay. We'll come back to that one again. We'll do that later. So I'm just coming to I will speak to others. I was going to speak to a few other people, but I will. Yeah. So right. Okay. So whilst we are waiting for that to happen, let me just check. I want to check something online. I want to make sure that that is okay. Please share the broadcast. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Just want to just check that it's working fine. I don't see a lot of people at the minute, but it does take time for things to build up. And then I want to then, once I get the all clear in that way, I can now go on the other platforms and then we can take it. But I want to actually hear if you can hear me. I want to see if you can hear me from the broadcast. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. Before I go too far, I want to check it. I don't want to assume anything and then suddenly, oh, it's not working. So we are going on multiple platforms. I'm going to at some point do something on Substack, but not just yet. I've joined Substack, but I'm getting in there slowly. So greetings, greetings, greetings. Reclining seat, no? I don't know what that means. Who's that? No, but reclining seat, rude. Reclining seat. I don't know what that is, no. So now let's have a look at this now. We want to just check what is functioning. Yeah, the concern is what the US is doing. And of course, we'll be deepening in and out to see what information that we've got. Okay, we just want to just see that you can hear me loud and clear. I don't want to be doing the broadcast and find that it's not actually doing what it's intended. And that's why I mean, there's a lot of things. Yeah. So US is about to go to war on so many fronts. They're talking about Vietnam and then they're talking about Nigeria, and we don't know. Maybe they're playing a guessing game. We don't know. And frankly, we just don't know anymore. We don't know anymore. So we're trying to make sure. So US is about to go to war on so many fronts. Okay, so good. Yeah, it is loud and clear. Please, as you're watching, do share the broadcast. Help us reach more people. And we just want to try and I'm going to be doing this for some time. We will talk for a fair bit, but like I said, we do not. Let me read. I'll read to you before we go too far. I'm going to read to you one of the statements that got me alarm bells going for me. That I heard that really got me. Even though I'm not fully recovered, I'm still had an operation on my back and everything, and I'm trying to recover from that. I felt this was something that we could not ignore anymore. It just could not. I mean, let me read the words to you. It says here, Donald Trump is making a threat. Last night, 2 hours, around about 10 o'clock last night, I started getting this. He said, if the Nigerian government continues to allow killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into war into that now. This now disgraced country, guns are blazing to completely wipe out Islamic terrorists who are committing these terrible, horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attacked our cherished Christians, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. Now, the thing is this. Donald Trump doesn't care about Africans. Let us make that very clear. He does not care about Africans. And it's very, very important that we begin to Thanks. Thanks. So, so and those of you who replied to the message that I sent about my recovering, thank you very much. I had that done a few days ago, and I was recuperating, and I wanted to just show that when we talk about this, a lot of people, some people may be having doubts about whether or not what I'm saying is actually true about in terms of my health concerns, and I wanted to share that just to, you know, to confirm that this is what is indeed going on. But we carry on nonetheless. Now I am gonna start going live on TikTok right now. I'm gonna go live on TikTok because I want to try and begin this broadcast as we intended to go on. So let's do this. While I'm doing that, we're gonna do something on TikTok. Please welcome, we welcome gifts and support. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Help us grow the platform. We really do appreciate your support. Your support is very much appreciated, and please continue to help us grow the platform. Now, let us, okay, I'm going to try and do this. I just want to, so I just want to start. So we're going to start on there now. Okay, so we're going to go live on, sorry about this. I'm just going to change that. I forgot that you have to do something here. Well, these are the kind of things you forget some things sometimes and you don't realize. So let's add that now. What image? Upload. Okay, so now we're going to put the image on here. Just bear with me, please. Yeah, we need to, we don't want the US interfering, you know, in our affairs at all. We don't want the US doing that at all. We've had enough of them doing their intervention, you know, and that is enough. So we're saying that now. In Nigeria, Nigerians say no to US war. In Nigeria, Nigerians say no to US war. In Nigeria. So let me just make sure I get that right. Nigerians say no to US war. To US to war. To US war in Nigeria. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there. So I'm going to go now. We're going to go live. We haven't done it for some time, so we'll see how it goes. Good evening to you all. Good evening and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're listening to Citizen AY platform where we speak truth to power. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me all right? I hope you can hear me all right. Can you all hear me? I hope you can. So we're testing it out. Can you hear me all right? Let me go and look on the other system. So we make sure that it's on. We're just trying to check something out. So just bear with me. Not there, not there. No, not there. So good evening to you all. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Tonight we're talking about, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Please help us share. We're going to talk about Nigeria. Femi Ogini, greetings to you all. Let me just make sure. We are testing to see if we are able to go live. So let me just see if that works. Okay. So I want to test it and hear that it's working fine. Okay, yes, we can hear it here. Good evening to you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So let me see. Can you hear me now? I want to make sure. Good evening to you all. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. So testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Good evening. Well, yes, greetings. Waris, Waris, my brother Jenadu. Good evening and welcome. Evening to you all. Today's broadcast is it's a important broadcast. We are touching on what is going on in Nigeria, the plan that Donald Trump has for Nigeria. We're not happy. We do not want any war on our soil. We do not want any war whatsoever on the Nigerian soil. We categorically reject. Femi Ogini, greetings to you. Salam Vak, two ways. Greetings to you all. As you're coming in, please do share the broadcast. I'll see if I can add people and all of that, multi-guest and all of that. We will do that as we go along. But as we are just right now, we just want to get us all to be part of it, Greetings. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Lilia. So we are saying to you all, please share. It has been a minute. I haven't been able to join the broadcast, and that's why we're sharing this. We say, Nigerians say a loud no to America invasion of Nigeria under false religious pretenses. We are not, Nigeria is a secular nation. Now, let us be very clear. That is not to say that Christians have been attacked, that have not been attacked. No, Christians have been attacked. Equally, Muslims have been attacked. But what the U.S. is doing, in putting this false narrative is to pretend to us that they care about Nigerians. The U.S. does not care about Africans, let alone Nigerians. The U.S. does not care about anybody. The U.S. cares 1-0 about what is happening to Nigerians in Nigeria. Please tap the screen and share with the platform. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I have been away for quite some time owing to health issues. I recently had some relief done. So we are assessing what that is doing and how that is going. And I'm hoping that it would be able to go forward. Let me pin the comments of what is not here. Greetings to you all. So it's very, very important. As you're coming, please do share the broadcast. I might do an hour and a bit, and I'm hoping I will be on here on a regular basis from here on. But you can see behind me, Nigerians say a loud no to American invasion under false religious pretenses. Nigeria is not prepared to be used as in any of the plans of the U.S. The U.S. do not have the interest of Nigerians at heart. The U.S. only has U.S. interest at heart. If the U.S. was keen to stop the war, there are certain things that they need to do, and they haven't done it. Namely, they should stop funding. They should stop giving money to. Boko Haram, because I'm going to show you something quickly if I can find it. There is a video that I did where you will hear Scott Perry talk about the fact that the U.S. is giving money to Boko Haram. So that is the public. That's the fact right there. That reality, that fact is not being addressed by Trump. Trump is coming in. Greetings to you all, Mr. Fixer, Schofield. Greetings that you're coming in. Please do share. Tap on the screen and let's share. I've been away for a while, and we're trying to build the people coming in. So the more you come and talk about this, the more just share. It's Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You all know what we are about. I'm just trying to make sure. Oops, sorry. Okay. So there's something that I can't quite. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So what we are doing tonight is to raise that awareness in our communities that we do not want any wars. We cannot be silent. Nigerians say a loud no to America invasion of Nigeria under the false religious pretenses. That is the reality. The U.S. do not care about us as Nigerians or as Africans. The U.S. are only in Nigeria, in Africa, to exploit our resources. They don't care about black people. And I will show you a video shortly of an African American brother who has actually stated this exactly as it is. I'm reading something here. It says here, breaking, the air defense system will be opened in Nigeria. The Nigerian security force said that no one can threaten her. We are ready to see if we are against any attack. Then she ordered Nigerian soldiers to stay in the program for the whole day. Nigerian security force said it was ready to ensure security in Nigeria, protect Nigerians from any attacks. Now, there is two parts to that. Yes, it's good to hear the government talk about now that they're trying to protect Nigerians. I can see that, it's good. But the reality on the ground is that Boko Haram has been effective and has been attacking Nigerians. And let me go and get you that video without further ado. I want to show you the video that shows categorically that America is involved in funding Boko Haram, and that is something that Trump is not mentioning, and it is very important that we begin mentioning that. We're going to just go. I'm going to go and find that video for you because I want you to hear it firsthand. Scott Perry, 8 months ago, Scott Perry, at the congressional reports, during a congressional report meeting, disclosed that the USAID is being used to fund Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, and many other groups. That is the reality that the US now conveniently ignores. We need to make sure that that fact is something that we let the whole world know, that the US were funding Boko Haram. If Trump wants to help Nigeria, then he must ensure that no funding goes to Boko Haram from USAID. And I want to say this to Nigerians who are listening, who are watching this. I'm going to play that shortly. It's coming up now, I think. I'm going to just bring it up. Hopefully, it should come up. I've got it here. I just need to... Okay, here we go. So you will hear it now. So I'm going to play that briefly. I want you to just hear what Scott Perry says here, because it's very important. And I'm probably going to play that quite a lot of times in this broadcast. So let's see. US is making, it's a false allegation. Okay. I know of several towns in Kwara State alone where people have been killed, okay, whether they are Christian or Muslim. Okay, no, so not we have one. To be very, very factual. So not that one. I want to just, sorry, beg your pardon. So I'm just going to find the one with Scott Perry where he actually talks about it. And that is what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find that one. I think I saw it just now. So we will keep playing. I'm hoping it will play. Greetings all and welcome to Citizen America platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at US House of... Okay, sorry. I got it now. I know what's happened. Okay, we'll go back there. Give me a minute. I know what's happening. Just give me a minute. I want you to hear it yourself. I need you to hear Scott Perry say categorically that the USAID is being used to fund to Citizen America platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at US... Oh, goodness me. Why are you doing this? Okay, we will get there in the end. Just give me a minute. Just when I think I've got it, it sort of runs away from me. I'm going to get back there. Just give me a minute. It's just a technical hiccup, but we will get there. The point, greetings all. Please do share this broadcast as you're watching and leave comments. And please also subscribe to us on welcome YouTube. To Citizen Aware, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a US House of Rep member. Oh, goodness me. It's not allowing me to do this. Okay, I'm going to do it here. Give me a minute, please. So we just need to do it here so that it doesn't keep dancing around. Okay, so here we go. That's it. Oh, goodness me. Just bear with me, please. It's proving quite a task to play this, but I will play it. I want you to hear. Here we go. That's it. You're going to hear this now. Greetings all and welcome to Citizen Aware, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a US House of Rep member. Yeah. is Scott Perry. Now, he makes a claim here, and it states that USAID is being used to fund terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Mm-hmm. Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes, you heard that correctly. USAID, the logo coming up shortly, is being used to fund Boko Haram. Let us hear that again. Let us hear that again. I want you to hear that again. Now, listen. Makes a claim here, and it states that USAID is being used to fund terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes, you have. So you've heard that yourself now. But Trump does not say anything about that whatsoever. What does Trump do? Trump just goes straight and says, oh, by the way, you are funding terrorists. We're giving you, you better stop, the attacks on Christians. Without admitting to the fact that the U.S. themselves are funding Boko Haram, the so-called Christian nation. Greetings all. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share, tap and share, and help us grow the platform. I'll be bringing people in to make a comment in due course on this broadcast, because we want to hear from you. But I wanted to just talk for a while first before we open the lines for us to be able to have a discussion. I have been away for a while. I've not been able to come live because of health issues. It is being managed at the minute. I'm hoping it's going to be on the mend, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do live broadcasts quite on a regular basis on the platforms, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. So I do appreciate your understanding, and thank for those of you who have been giving comments and supporting us. Help us grow the platform you are listening to, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So moments ago, I played you a video of Scott Perry, where Scott Perry openly at the U.S. congressional meeting admitted or exposed the fact that the USAID has been used. The money that money is supposed to be used to give support to communities that are starving, that are hungry, that need help, that need shelter, that need health care. But what that money has been used for, the USAID, and this has been a long-term planning, but many of us didn't know. So they will leave a few money. They will help one or two people. They will help one or two people with the with that USAID. But majority of the money that they say they are giving to help in Africa is actually helping the terrorists. Is helping Boko Haram. And this is something that many of us are not aware. We are talking about this. We are not here to tell lies. We are talking about fact. We are trying to be as factual as possible. So we do not want those funds to be used to be supporting this Boko Haram groups and everything else. And Trump now comes and says, "Oh, it's a terrorist nation." No, it is not acceptable. We do not want nor accept the assertion by the U.S. that Africa, Nigeria is carrying out religious attacks against Christians. It is a false narrative, one that we all totally reject 100%. Nigerians say a loud no to American invasion of Nigeria under false religion. Now, you see, if you are saying to us that we're a democracy, if the US are saying that we're a democracy that they support, you do not go into a democracy by bringing war to that democracy. Do you understand? So if the minute that the US is now saying they want to bring war into the Nigerian space, into Nigerian nation, that is a war against. In fact, the US is now the enemy of Nigeria. Not only Nigeria, many African countries. The US now, under the guise of, oh, they're trying to help Christians, they now completely abandon any sovereignty idea that any of those things that they've been telling Africans. As a sovereign nation, you have the right to decide what you want to do. Now that Nigeria now, we Nigerians are speaking, and we're saying we do not want the US to come and destroy Nigeria. Look at what happened in Libya. Look at what happened in Iran. Look at what happened in Syria. I'm just giving you 3 examples. Libya, Iran, Iraq. Look at what is happening in Palestine. So anytime that the US say they want to come and help, they create death, war, death, destruction, impoverishment. And then they will now say, the same people will say, we are going to help you fix your nation. And then they charge you. They bring war to you. They destroy your nation. And then they charge you for trying to help you fix. When they say they want to help you fix your nation, they charge you. These are the things. We've seen it. We can see this playbook. We have seen this playbook over and over. We've seen it in Iraq. We've seen it in Syria. We've seen it in Palestine. We're seeing it we've seen it in Libya. And look at Ukraine. So we are saying it categorically. We do not want any help from US. The problem about the insurgency, the US are failing to admit to one critical factor. The US and the Western governments, including UK, including France, are funding Boko Haram. And the US Senator Scott Perry, it's not my words. That is why I am bringing that, and I want to replay that, because we need to make sure that whoever is having this idea of, oh, we are going to go and we want to go and help, and we should support them, we should get in there. We do not want any mercenaries, Western mercenaries on African soil. They've done enough damage. We don't want it. We don't want them. We don't want them to come. They've done enough damage. As we speak now, the guns that they've been, the pew-pews they've been providing to Boko Haram is destabilizing many nations, many parts of Nigeria, and many nations. As we speak, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are fighting them. Listen to this.
You're looking at the U.S. House of Rep member. He is Scott Perry. Now, he...
1 second. I'll come back. We'll get there. Don't worry. I'll get there. I just needed to do something quickly. We will get there. It's just playing about. Just give me a minute. It's not playing ball, but don't worry. We will get there. I will find it for you. They're trying not to. It's a bit difficult. I want to keep playing that so that we know what is being done. So everybody is aware that the West are not our friends when it comes to this. They want to create conditions in which they can invade. And we must say no. Millions of people potentially will be impacted by this. And we don't want it. Listen, that's it.
The platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a U.S. House of Rep member.
Please share.
He is Scott Perry. Now, he makes a claim here, and he states that USAID is being used to fund terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Mm-hmm.
Your money, $97 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes, you heard that correctly. USAID.
So I say that to say this. I'm going to show you the comment made by Trump. This is what brought tonight's broadcast on. That we cannot say. I'm going to show it on the screen. I want you to see it yourself. And it's very important that we don't accept this nonsense. We can't accept it. So here is what he wrote. It says here, and those of you who are on YouTube, you will have to just see it. You won't be able to see it. You'll have to just hear me say it. These are the statements made by, I think, by last night, by Donald Trump. And that is alarming, and that is why the show is happening tonight. Please share. You are, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Hopefully, later on, we will bring in people to come and speak. But I needed to really lay the foundation for why this program is happening tonight and why from here on we are going to be watching everything going on like a laser beam. We welcome gifts from yourselves. Please give the platform, help us, because we're trying to do a few things. We're going to be trying to be as visible as possible, and hopefully we want to be on ground on on the African continent to be able to actually report on things. But we need your help, so please subscribe to us, give us super chats, all of those things help us. The more you can do that, the more we can actually carry out, bring information to you, and be able to have engaging discussions, meaningful discussions where we can actually take action. The aim of what we're doing is to empower us to be able to make informed decisions as Africans on the African continent. So let's proceed. Now, it says here, if Nigeria, Donald Trump, in his Truth Social on X Space, if Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop aid and assistance to Nigeria and may well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. Now, let me be very, very clear about something. If the US was serious about helping Christians, then the visa issue would not be a discussion that we are having. As we speak right now, the US have imposed visa restrictions on Nigeria. Even President and Professor Wole Soyinka, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, they've had his visa withdrawn. Is that the sign of somebody that cares about the people that is now saying he's going to send weapons to? I'm just asking a simple question. Is that the sign? Is that a sign? Is that an indication of any sincerity in the actions of the US? In when they are saying, oh, they are trying to go and help Nigeria. When the visa restrictions, if anything, we should see the number of visa granting of visa to Nigerians by the US. We should see it going up. But in actual fact, it's going down. They are putting restrictions. And this is what we are saying. So please do not fall for the okie doke. We are here to expose the fraudulence in that statement. The US is going into another so-called democracy under false pretenses that they're trying to end religious genocide. In actual fact, the US are the ones providing weapons, providing medical facilities, providing training to Boko Haram via USAID. And not once have we had a statement by the President Trump to say the clear action they are taking to immediately stop the flow of any funds, any training, any equipment to Boko Haram. Instead, he now attacks the country that they have been funding, they've been using. What am I saying? George, you heard me well. Listen. I need you to listen to this. George, I'm so glad you asked the question. Before I go too far ahead, George, I need you to hear this. Listen to this, George. Hang on. Okay, here.
Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes, you heard that.
So let me do that again. George, for you.
Annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
So USAID George, you heard me. USAID, the funds meant to be supporting poor people in underdeveloped countries. That money has been given to Boko Haram. This is by Scott Perry, and that is why I'm showing you the picture of this man, and I've got the USAID logo on there deliberately to to make this as simple as possible for the likes of George who are making comments. I have read the comment and I've just read it on air for you. So, George, let me read it. It says, if the Nigerian government continues to allow killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid assistance to Nigeria and may well go into that now disgraced country. What you are saying is you are reading that sign, but you're not understanding something, George. You know, now, of course, I am aware, but you see, now he's saying that he wants to stop USAID. How about him saying, before we do anything, we are stopping, we are telling, we are not under any circumstances, are we going to allow our funds to go to Boko Haram? He should focus on Boko Haram and stopping the funding rather than coming into Nigeria and causing war. And anywhere that the US goes, and they say they're going to stop the war, they end up taking lives, destroying property, and making it worse than when they came in. We don't want the intervention of the US. No, thank you. No, thank you. We do not want that intervention whatsoever. Now, let me play you one video as well. So please tap on the screen as you're watching. You are listening to Sitting AY, the platform where we speak truth about. I am absolutely for real. George, I will bring you on in just a couple of clicks. Let me play you this, and then you can come back and talk to me if you're still very, very sure of your position after this. Let me play this to you as you are watching now. Where is it? Where is it? I thought I had it just now. Beg your pardon. I'll find it. I had it just now, didn't I? Okay, give me 1 second. I will find it. Okay, go here. Yeah. Okay, now, where is it? Okay, now, you are going to hear something now, George, since you are watching.
Donald Trump threatening to bomb Nigeria
Listen to this.
is not about protecting Christianity. It's about power, optics, and control. This man has never cared about faith. He uses religion like a campaign prop. What he's doing right now is playing savior while setting up the same colonial script America's been running for centuries. You want to paint black nations as violent and chaotic and in need of rescue, then justify stepping in with lethal force. This is not about Christianity. It's about dominance. It's about keeping Africa unstable, poor, independent. Because here's the truth. Every time a black nation rises towards independence or strength, Western powers find a way, calling it a humanitarian reason, to interfere. They call it aid, they call it freedom, they call it protection, but it always ends up with strict resources and sovereignty laws. Nigeria is one of the most powerful economies in Africa. It's rich in oil, gas, and human capital. Trump threatening that under the guise of religious freedom is political theater. He's appealing to the white evangelical voters back at home who love the Christian hero narrative. But it also sends a message to Africa. You either stay in your lane or America will remind you who holds military might. What makes this even more dangerous is the hypocrisy. Trump's own country can't stop mass shootings, church bombings, or domestic terrorism. Yet he's lecturing Nigeria on violence. That's like a man whose house is on fire trying to tell the neighbors how to handle a candle. If America really cared about peace, it would invest in diplomacy, education, and infrastructure, not bombs and sanctions. But racism runs deep in the U.S. foreign policy. You can't imagine a black nation managing its own problems without Western guidance. And let's be clear, when Trump says Christian, he's not talking about black Christians in Nigeria. He's talking about white evangelical voters in America. He's weaponizing faith for votes, not for God. So yeah, this isn't about saving souls. It's about maintaining power, feeding fear, and distracting the world from the real empire games at play. If America keeps going down this path using religion and race to justify aggression, it won't just destroy other nations, it'll destroy itself. Because you can't claim to stand for freedom while silencing, bombing, and exploiting the very people who built your motherfucking wealth.
So, so right there. So, George, I hope that provides an insight into exactly what we're saying. We are not here telling you porcupines or trying to spin a story one way or the other. What we are saying to you, George, is this. You know, look, you can call him a Democrat if you want, but the fact of the matter is that he is talking from a very informed point of view. The black people the melanated people in America, they suffer what he is trying to prevent from the US from doing. Very much so. Many of you would have heard about the Tuskegee affair, Tuskegee experiment, and many other things. The Flint, where the water things. These are more. These are things. These are things that we have to be very aware of. The agenda of the US is another thing I want to make you aware of. The US now, they are being restricted to getting access to rare earth minerals by China. And we have it. That's another thing I will talk to you about as well. We have it in Nigeria. And the areas in which the US are now going to go and say they're going to help will be full of mineral resources. Just look at the Congo. Just look at the Congo. Anywhere that the US are going, they are only going there because, George, and it is time we start making sure the resources benefit us. It is time it does. But I'm telling you, and another thing, George, as you are here talking about this, you need to be aware that not only are they after the mineral rare earth resources, mineral rare earth mineral reserves in Nigeria, they also want to assist France in recolonizing Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. A few days ago, the US warned the people, the US citizens, to leave Mali. A few days ago, they also warned the citizens of US citizens to leave Niger. Why is that? And now they are now saying they want to attack Nigeria. So that means that there is a plan to use Nigeria as a base to go in, to go after. There's an uprising in Mali. And who is instigating the uprising? And who is instigating the uprising? Who? Who is instigating that uprising? Where are the weapons? Where are the terror groups? Where are they getting their weapons? Do they make weapons? Do they make weapons? George, you reason with me for a minute. Do we make weapons in Africa? The groups who are attacking people, they are being trained. Before, with France in place, before Burkina Faso kicked them out, France was saying they were protecting, they were stopping terrorism. But in actual fact, in the bases, they found the terrorists being trained in the French bases. George, they found the terrorists being trained, being treated in the French bases. No, George, you are trying to change the subject. I'm giving you facts now, and now you're not going somewhere else. And listen, we are trying to give you, just listen to what is being said here. I'm going to come back. Let me give you some more information as well. Because in Nigeria, for example, let me break down this idea to say, they're trying to protect Christians. In Nigeria, I'm going to give you specifics. I don't want to just tell you stories. I'm going to give you specifics. So let me give you this information now. And about the mineral resources, the location they were, and the people who are in that location, to completely dispel these lies that they're trying to come here to help us and end religious wars. They are going to create genocide. They're going to create ethnic genocide whilst they exploit our resources. And that's the fact. Now, let us go forward a bit more. I'm going to get this information to you, downloads. So please do share this broadcast. Those of you watching, you are listening to Citizen AY and the platform where we speak truth to power. Nature, yeah, please shift. Exactly. Well, no, George, you are the one that you need to wake up from the brainwashing. I'm sorry. There has been clearly, there clearly has been an issue where many of us have been really trained to really turn on ourselves, and it's time we woke up. Where is it now? Where is it? Documents, pictures. So I'm trying to give you. Is that it? 1 second. Here we go. So I think it's this one. Just give me a minute now. George, I'm showing you an information. In Nigeria, for example, now, George, just hear me out. This is in Nigeria. I'm going to make it so I want you to see my face whilst I'm saying this to you. George, I want you to listen closely. Pay close attention to what I'm saying. You know, you are leaving the message, you are talking in Messenger and leaving out the message. No, I'm not. But anyway, okay, good. Now, this is Kwara State. In Kwara State in Nigeria, the Boko Haram, they've been chasing people out of villages, a number of villages. Okeode, Obanla, Ifelodun, so many areas of Kwara State. They've been chasing people out. Now, when the Boko Haram come into those areas, the people who are living, who are running out of those communities, who are empty, I can show you videos. They are both Christians and Muslims. That means that the Boko Haram do not care whether you are Christian or Muslim. What they care about is what I am showing you on the screen. Now, let us read what are in those things, George. Let us read this. Now, Kwara State has abundant mineral resources, including industrial minerals like marble, dolomite, kaolin, silica, sand, quartz, granite, tack, feldspar, metallic ore such as gold, cassiterite, columbite, tantalite, rare earth minerals. Did you get that, George? Rare earth minerals. So they know this is a targeted approach. So while they are spinning a narrative that they are protecting Christians, what they are doing is clearing the area. They don't care whether you are Christian or Muslim. They only care about your rare earth in your community. Are you getting this, George? This is what we need to understand about what is going on. So don't fall for the okie doke. When they come and they tell you this is an okie doke. They are spinning a narrative. You know, Boko Haram is different. Boko Haram is the one doing the killings. They are funded. I've just shown you evidence that they are funded by the West. The NGOs. Another thing I would like us all to be very aware of. Another thing I would like us to be very aware of as Africans. We cannot afford to trust any NGOs on ground in Africa. That's the reality. The NGOs have got their own agenda that is allied to the Western agenda, which is to ensure that that the communities do not thrive. The NGOs, the people, there are some members of the NGOs that can go into forests that Africans cannot go into and speak to the terrorists and come back alive. That is the reality of what I'm saying to you. George, I'm reading your statement in full. In fact, you know what? Let me just bring you in. I'm going to do a multi-guest now. I'm going to open this now, and I want to bring you in. Maybe I'll give you a chance to speak about this. So I'm going to do a multi-guest. Hopefully, it will do that for me if I can bring in guests. Let me see. If I will, George, if you're there and you want to throw me an invite, I will. I'll throw you an invite if I can. I don't know if you will let me do it. Okay, now I'm going to invite 1 or 2 people. So I'll type your name and others. If you do want to come in, George, I'll invite you. I'll invite 1 or 2 other people as well. And let us just see what you have to say. But please, no swear words. We do not, we are here to have a meaningful discussion. And I welcome you on board. George, welcome. What would you like to say? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Yes.
So much for getting me on the platform.
You're welcome.
It's my first time coming across you.
Yes.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm inspiring you.
Mm-hmm.
for what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to be very brief, but with very, very salient points.
Go ahead.
Okay? There are so many issues tied into one, which people are not really understanding.
Okay.
Let me start from the very last,
Okay.
which I tried to talk to you about, and I was asking you to read my comments in full. You were talking about Boko Haram, you know, talking about them invading Kwara State, and by the way, I'm from Kwara State.
Okay, that's good.
Right?
Well, not good. I mean, it's not. I'm not happy about that, but I know what you. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about this stuff going on.
What you say?
I'm sorry that people have been attacked in Kwara State and all of that. So carry on.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's very, very unfortunate. You see, the thing is, there is Boko Haram, which was a political creation that snowballed into a monster. That is separate. There is the issue of Islamists from the Sahel, which were displaced, most especially from Libya. And in order to get more relevance, there's land and stuff like that, they migrated all the way through Niger, Chad, and of course Burkina Faso and Nigeria. Got to find base in Nigeria, and now they're carrying out all of these atrocities.
Okay.
So there is Boko Haram, there is the Islamic group or whatever they call themselves, ISIS, Al Qaeda, whatever. And then there is also another third group, which our politicians call headers.
Okay.
Now, headers and farmers have, it's been a long time coming.
Okay.
Headers, farmers, clashes had been a long time coming in Nigeria.
Okay.
And funny enough, there has always been ways they get to resolve their issues before politicians politicize those clashes.
Okay.
For their own interest. So it's now like everything is now rolled into one, and there's total chaos.
I agree.
Now, in order for me not to digress from the very point I want to make out regarding what President Trump put out on Truth Social.
Yes, go ahead.
You see, I want to ask you a question, Citizen AY. Are there cases of people being unalived in Nigeria on an unprecedented manner?
Without a doubt, both Christians and Muslims.
You see, I would have given you a thumbs up for the first part of your answer, which you said, of course. But for the second part of your answer, which you said both Christians and Muslims, I'll give you a thumbs down.
Okay. Go ahead.
Christians, Muslims are all Nigerians. Are people being unalived in Nigeria? The answer is a big yes.
Exactly. Regardless of their religion. Regardless of their religion. Yeah.
To stem, curtail, or outrightly stop this massacre, the answer is a big no. Has the government made efforts? The answer is no. You had a president that had to be cajoled, begged to go visit a massacre site in Benue. I'll digress a little. Do you believe, and this is a real experience
Mm-hmm.
from my place of work.
Mm-hmm.
I work in a corporation here in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that the next day that Benue incident happened,
Yes.
where over 200 people or so were
Yeah,
killed?
I covered that actually. I covered that incident, that massacre. Yes,
Great. Do you know? I'm sure you know it went viral across
it did.
the world.
It did.
You know, every
It
so
did. We
many
spoke
people.
about it. Yes.
Do you know my manager at work
Mm-hmm.
personally called me
Mm-hmm.
and she said I should take the day off
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, for her, she believed it was the national tragedy.
It is very much so. And I listen.
But
Uh,
how did we take it as citizens of Nigeria?
well, I for one took it as a tragic incident. I've been out on a lot of campaigns, peaceful activism about the killings in the thief people, and all of those stuff in the Middle Belt area. So it is something I'm familiar with. In fact, I went on a number of protests in the UK here for the thief people. So and I know I've got people who are in that community. We are Nigerians first and foremost. We are one and the same. So I agree with everything you're saying. Nothing you're saying here is alien to me. I key into it, but I reiterate something strongly, George, and this is this: under no circumstances do we want the interference of the U.S. on ground in Nigeria, because all they will bring is death and destruction and exploitation on top of the death and destruction that they are already supporting. So we got to be very clear. I am not in any dispute with you about how the Nigerian government, they could do much, much, much better. And it is time that we ask the government to look within itself. There are some people within the government that are actually sympathizers to this Boko Haram. There are. We know it. I'm sure you agree with me, George. You catch the drift of where I'm going here, George.
Absolutely.
Right. So this is not about me trying to say I am right, you're wrong. What I'm saying is that we need to look at the totality of what is being put before us and the game that is being played. Unfortunately, there are some in the Nigerian government, in our system, that are looking at just the numbers of what they're going to end up in their pocket and not really look at the big picture of the impact of the insecurity on the entire nation and even on themselves. But that's quite apart from now looking at the U.S. agenda. When Scott Perry 8 months ago in the U.S. in the congressional meeting hearing states that the U.S. is funding Boko Haram. How do we know that? Have they stopped it? What clear what are the clear indications that Boko Haram is no longer receiving funding, not only from the U.S. but from UK bodies or French bodies? We don't have an indication. But here we have a president threatening another sovereign nation. Remember, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Instead of him going on Truth Social and making comments, he should have spoken directly with President Tinubu and say, look, this. If he was sincere. And that the lack of sincerity is what I am really focusing on. And we mustn't get sucked into this spiral of believing, oh, it's about religion. You and I come from, I'm your Yoruba speaker, you're Yoruba, right, George? George, are you Yoruba? Yeah, you are, yeah, from Kwara.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Now, you and I are Yoruba. Now, in our culture, in Yoruba culture, in our own home, we have Yoruba Christians and Muslims celebrating side by side. This is part of what we are as Yoruba people. That nuance is not registering anywhere on the US thinking. It isn't. That is why when I said that when Obanla Okeode Ifelodun, the people ran whether they are Christian or Muslim, they ran from those areas because they were being ransacked. They were being overrun by Boko Haram that were being armed by the US. We have the evidence, which we played moments ago. So, not to make this too long, I just want to really reiterate that everything that you've said now is something I can relate to strongly. At the same time, we cannot overlook the agenda that the US are trying to bring to the table that will cause havoc on our land. We want peace on Yoruba land. We want peace in Nigeria. We want these guns, the equipment of terror and destruction to cease so that people can go to farms. As we speak now, the middle belt, they've strangulated the heartbeat of Nigeria, where we grow a lot of yam, a lot of crops, a lot of those things. And even in the south, the farmers are afraid to go into those places. So if the US comes in, how are they and cause war? It just means more starvation. What we need is to now, to now get our government to now focus on the Boko Haram, neutralize that threat so that the farmers can feed our communities. We don't need US intervening because the US have got an agenda. Again, I showed you on the screen moments ago. It's about the rare earth. China has restricted severely the amount of rare earth that they are allowing US to have access to from them. And the US are looking frantically everywhere where they can get it because they need it in their military complex development. They need that. So I hope that makes sense. I don't want to spend too much time. I've got somebody else who wants to join and speak. But George, just final thought from you before I go on to somebody else there. Let's hear from you, George. Please go ahead. George, you want? Okay, yeah.
Sometimes
Go ahead. George, are you there? Hello, George. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You've changed something on your system, or are you far away? I can barely hear you. Oops. Okay, let me mute you. Okay, I was going to bring the lady back on. Sorry about that. I need to bring somebody else on, but I wanted to bring her. She's gone off now. Okay, but anyway. Okay, no, but I couldn't hear you because you were about make your final thoughts on this particular discussion, and then go ahead.
Well, no matter how we say,
Mm-hmm.
there will always be two sides to every argument.
Very clear.
You see, so many of us get taught from places of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about people who have been directed,
Mm-hmm. Oh, your stuff is playing up. I don't know what's going on. Your stuff is somewhat playing up. Samurai M, I'll bring you back in. Sorry about that, Samurai M. Are you there, Samurai? Oh, something's happened here. Whoops, I've lost everybody. I'm going to bring Samurai M in. George, anyway, thank you very much, George. I don't think I can... It's not letting me speak at the minute. I don't know what's happened. I've lost everybody. Okay, let me invite Samurai, if I can find her. History. Where's Samurai? Oh, George is gone. Okay. Let me go and bring Samurai. I'm going to bring you in. Samurai, do you want to come in again? Sorry about that. I was trying to bring you in. George has spoken, but it's gone. Okay. I'll bring you back up again. Let me try. I'm going to try. I don't know what's going on. It looks like I've lost some people in the live discussion. So please, in all of this, I'm going to play this video again because I think it's very important. I don't know what's going on. Something seems to have happened with the system. I'm not able to invite guests just now. Which was done, what we have done or not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. From his criminal, yes, exactly. There are there is a lot of diversion tactic that's going on. And there might from what I understood, there may very well be war going on in Venezuela. These are the extremes of what we're doing. Sorry, I cannot bring anybody in at the minute. The system seems to have gone haywire on me. I've been typing to try and get people on the system. But let me play this video for you. Now, before I go ahead and do that, Kwara State has an abundance of mineral resources, including marble, dolomite, kaolin, silica sand, quartz, granite, talc, feldspar, a metallic ores such as gold, cassiterite, columbite, tantalite, rare earth metals, gemstones, tauramine, aquamarine, sapphire, emerald, amethyst. So that area, that is why you're seeing the activity of Boko Haram there, because their role is to push the people away from those communities so that they can, thank you very much for the gift, so that they can now, what's the word? The Western powers can come in and take those resources. Like I said, China is restricting the US access to rare earth metals, which they need in the defense industry. Well, it's not defense, offense, because nobody is attacking. When we think about it, the US is not being attacked by anybody, but the US is going around the world and attacking every nation that it engages. And that is the reality of what many of us have not looked at. So it is very important that we're saying it behind me categorically, that we say no. Nigerians say a loud no to America invasion of Nigeria under false religious pretenses. It is very, very important. Thank you very much for the gift. Those of you who are giving gifts, we really appreciate you. Help us continue to grow the platform. We really do need that support. It is of immense importance. Now, let me play that video to you one more time, because I think the message cannot be overemphasized. Let me bring that video up one more time. Listen and watch the video, and this will tell you everything you need to know about the steps and the plans of Trump about Nigeria. We say no to it. We want no part of any of this. We don't want the US interfering in Nigeria's development. No, we don't want, we need to solve our own problems. And I'm hoping that the Nigerian government will make a statement. I know the military have made a statement that they will defend themselves, but we hope the Nigerian government and the president will make a statement to the people that, to reassure us that they are not going to allow the US to come and turn us. Look at what happened in Libya. Look at what the US has done to Libya. Look at what they've done to Congo. Look at what they've done to Iran. Look at what they've done to Syria. Look at what they're doing in Palestine. These are the things that we don't want. We simply don't want that. Listen to this.
Donald Trump threatening to bomb Nigeria, guns a-blazing, is not about protecting Christianity. It's about power, optics, and control. This man has never cared about faith. He uses religion like a campaign prop. What he's doing right now is playing savior while setting up the same colonial script America's been running for centuries. You want to paint black nations as violent and chaotic and in need of rescue, then justify stepping in with lethal force. This is not about Christianity. It's about dominance. It's about keeping Africa unstable, poor, independent. Because here's the truth. Every time a black nation rises towards independence or strength, Western powers find a way, calling it a humanitarian reason, to interfere. They call it aid, they call it freedom, they call it protection, but it always ends up with stripped resources and sovereignty lost. Nigeria is one of the most powerful economies in Africa. It's rich in oil, gas, and human capital. Trump threatening that under the guise of religious freedom is political theater. He's appealing to the white evangelical voters back at home who love the Christian hero narrative. But it also sends a message to Africa. You either stay in your lane or America will remind you who holds military might. What makes this even more dangerous is the hypocrisy. Trump's own country can't stop mass shootings, church bombings, or domestic terrorism. Yet he's lecturing Nigeria on violence. That's like a man whose house is on fire trying to tell the neighbors how to handle a candle. If America really cared about peace, it would invest in diplomacy, education, and infrastructure, not bombs and sanctions. But racism runs deep in the U.S. foreign policy. It can't imagine a black nation managing its own problems without Western guidance. And let's be clear, when Trump says Christian, he's not talking about black Christians in Nigeria. He's talking about white evangelical voters in America. He's weaponizing faith for votes, not for God. So yeah, this isn't about saving souls. It's about maintaining power, feeding fear, and distracting the world from the real empire games at play. If America keeps going down this path using religion and race to justify aggression, it won't just destroy other nations, it'll destroy itself. Because you can't claim to stand for freedom while silencing, bombing, and exploiting the very people who built your motherfucking wealth.
Exactly. Welcome on board, Aboki Shago. Greetings, welcome, and thank you for waiting. The system played up. Let's hear from you. I'll unmute you. What would you like to say? No, can you unmute yourself? Aboki Shago, are you there? Aboki Shago, can you hear me? Hello. You can speak. I'm hoping that you can join us. I've unmuted you. Aboki, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Greetings. Yeah, welcome. What would you like to say? Pleasure having you join us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, I would say that Nigerians be careful what they wish for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know, history is written all over the place. Libya is part of history. We all know what has happened to Libya when some people say, oh, we're going in to help the Libyans. That, oh, Muammar Gaddafi is this and that. Today, Libya knows what they are feeling, the pain, the pinch, you know, and everything that's happening to them. Same thing with Iraq. A lot of people don't know, I'm sure so many people don't know about the story of countries like Uruguay, Guatemala, and so on and so forth in Southern America. You know, when the so-called international police said, oh, we're going in to help these people, their leaders are this and that has happened to them. Today we are these countries. What have they benefited from such help?
Indeed.
I was on, before coming up to your platform here, I was on another platform, which I strongly believe was a sponsored platform, where everybody was, you know, in support of, oh, let them come in, this and that. Yeah. There's this question I asked. I remember when I was still in Nigeria during the COVID pandemic, they never owned an airport in Zamfara. Yet massive cargo aircraft were moving from Zamfara.
Wow. You see?
To the outside of Nigeria.
Wow.
What were they carrying?
Exactly.
Golds that were mined from the forest where Boko Haram was operational. Who buys this gold?
Yeah.
Who buys these resources? If you check all of the places where we have insurgencies operating in Nigeria today, we should ask ourselves, what are the similarities in this region? We discovered that all of this region have one rare earth mineral or the other. And these rare earth minerals are being moved on a daily basis. I was born and bred in the north. I grew up in the north. I traveled to so many states in the north. I lived there. And I can say that a lot of the states in the north have vast rare earth minerals. You understand? And at the end of the day, these are the belt, or this is the particular belt that has been infested by insurgents under the guise of, oh, Boko Haram, Islamists. No, I don't believe that they are, you know, Muslims. They are just using that name to cover up. Yes, sir. They're using that name to cover up. If you remember, at the onset of Donald Trump's administration, when he was, dismantling all of the Democratic Party structures, one of the structures he dismantled was the USAID.
Yeah.
And he said that over the years they have been using the USAID fund to fund terrorism across the world. Is that not for us to sit down and have a think? I also remember very well, I had a big argument with my boss while we were doing some radio analysis while I was working with a particular radio station in Ibadan. We're talking about the fighter jets, which the Americans promised that, once we acquire it, it will help us to fight these people hands down. And that aircraft cost over $1 billion. And we had to wait for years before that fighter jet came. Why have we not conquered the Boko Haram people or the insurgency that we are witnessing in our country? I strongly believe that these people, the entire West, and our government, they know about it. People in government know about it. Of course, we know the story of the vice president. It's no longer a story. It's a known fact of the role the vice president played when one of the wanted terrorists was being sought after. We know where he was found, where he was picked up. So are we saying that they don't know about it? They only support what is going on because at the end of everything, they get their own share of the loot, of the resources being sold. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Look at when France was still in charge of Burkina Faso and these countries, we all know how much they were selling their resources. Not until the young military guys came up and said, no, enough is enough. And today, we know how much these people are selling their own resources by themselves.
Exactly.
And we are seeing what this guy is using the money to do. Do you understand? So, and for us in Nigeria, yeah, we've got the population, we've got everything. And I keep saying to people, we have our solution is just in front of us. Yet, because people are not being honest. Do you understand? They don't want to look at it. And one of such solutions I would still say till tomorrow is that we should go back to certain documents that have been put in place. One of such is the most recent one, which was the output from the Sovereign National Conference conveyed by Goodluck Jonathan, which include thank you, which includes resource control. Let every state control their resources. You understand? Let us have a regional system of governance. You understand? These are the things that will help us. These are the things that will help us to manage ourselves. We don't need international support to come and help us out. If they come, they've got their own agenda. Take it from me. Everybody's got an agenda.
Exactly.
If Nigeria goes to Togo or Benin Republic, we've got an agenda. If the superpowers come to Nigeria, they've got an agenda. So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Our own solution is right in front of us. So let's face it. And some people have been saying, let us go our separate ways. That's another solution. You understand? Let people who want to, let's come together and say, let's go our separate ways.
Exactly.
So that's it.
Aboki Shago, thank you so much, my brother. You said so much that made so much sense. and I hope many people are keen into the message that you've actually relayed to us here. And the deep knowledge you have of what is on ground in terms of the fact that our resources in Zamfara was being flown out in a place by massive airplanes, that where we don't have the airports to even take them. How is that? Who somebody is doing that? Somebody somewhere. There is a connection between people who are in our country and the people who are outside, and they are both benefiting, and we are left to carry to suffer the consequences of such actions. I hope many people are listening to that. The suggestion about the confab conference that Goodluck Jonathan brought, that is another key area that we need to revisit. And I have strongly, if anything is going to work, that is of course in-house. We need to be revisiting that. And this is something that we need to be looking at. And I would also add that it is time for us to look at regional governance as regional governance, like you said, each area managing their own resources. That is ultimately where we're going. But to be able to do that first, we have to put a halt to this this terror threat that we're under right now, and the steps we need to take as collectively, and we need to, like you said, we do not need the interference from the likes of the US or France or anybody. We can and must take control and manage ourselves. We are quite capable as a nation with over 200 million people. I don't see why that is a problem. But I'm so grateful for your comments, my brother. Thank you so much. A round of applause, and I would love to have you back again. When we're having discussions like this. And if you do have more comments and suggestions, I'm very happy for you to share them here. But you've made a very valuable contribution to our discussions, and I hope many people key into it. And I love the optimism that you have. You've also laid options. We can either go a separate way or we can work together. And that is the beauty of what we're trying to do on this platform. We want people to have meaningful discussions, to discuss in an open and fair manner. And I noticed that even though you disagree with what the deputy president of the vice president is doing, you still spoke about him as a matter of factly. No emotion was involved in that, and that is really key. When we're going to solve this, if we put emotions in what we're doing too much, we lose focus of where we're going. So Gwen Mama, somebody's going to come in. So thank you so much, my brother. Let me bring somebody else in. Thank you. Thank you once again. Come back again, Abuki, my brother, Abuki Shago. So, yeah. Gwen Mama, wow. It's been a minute. A long time. Oh, how are you? I've just been unwell, but I'm getting better slowly. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's lovely to have you join us again, Gwen Mama. So how's things? Thank you.
Everything fine.
Wow, thank you. I don't know if you've heard about Donald Trump and the plan to invade Nigeria. I don't know if you heard about it. And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? How do you view this?
Come again. You sound
Okay.
low.
Okay, let me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, Donald Trump wants to invade Nigeria. And he wants to come and save us because he said, "Oh, there's religious war in Nigeria." We don't want him because it's a ruse. They want our resources. But what are your thoughts? How do you view this? Gwen Mama, go ahead.
So, what is going on? Is it the problem between the Muslim and the Christians?
No, it's not the problem. It's actually not that, to be honest. What is really going on is that you see the Boko Haram, they are being funded. They are being funded by the US. Let me see if I can show you a video. There's a video I played earlier on. The US have been funding Boko Haram. Let me see if I can find that video. I want you to listen to this bit now. And many people don't know this. This is Scott Perry, a US congressman. So let's have a look. Listen now.
States that USAID is being used to fund terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes, you have.
So So that is what we are looking at. The US have been funding these groups, and in fact, the NGOs go into those groups and they treat them, they give them weapons, and then they say, "Oh, we are fighting each other," whereas they are the ones behind it. So when they say it's a religious war, no, it's not. The US are giving those people weapons because they want to go into areas where we have resources. I showed moments ago a picture of a resource that we have in Kwara State. We have in Kwara State, there's rare earth metals that they want for the defense industry in Kwara State. Now, because they have it there, they are sending those terrorists to go to those places to displace the people. So when you first hear, when they say harder farmer clashes, it's a lie. They are the ones who created that to get access to the resources. Let's hear your views on that. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is. This is unbelievable and this is wrong. Okay, because we speaking about we are in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Since all these years, what have for America did for Nigeria? Do you have one University of America in Nigeria? Do you have a feeding station from America? Or do you have a health center that says that yeah, is the American that bill we can go? They are not giving; they are only taking, and they are and they are only using us to take what they want to take, and they are developing their country. I mean, they when it comes to technology, when it comes to you understand, they make their passport better than our passport. We shouldn't allow these people in Africa, and we getting sick and tired if our leaders cannot take a decision. We're not going to vote. We will now vote for any president. Then we have to start Africa over because our generation, for based on 30 to 70 years old, we will not sit there and with our history. We will be the next ancestor to change Africa. Enough is enough. Take a look at America. America has all the facility, every good thing comes there, but they don't have resources. What's about we African? We got everything. We don't even have pure good water, no good sleeping. Can't you see it? Can't you see? They are not helping us because if they are helping us, we all will put down the weapon and comes together and help each other. We will not fight each other. We are not animals. We should help and support, especially if this goes to we the African. We can never get a better life abroad. It's all about work, eat, sleep, work, eat. No peace, no happiness, no harmony, no love, nothing. In Africa, you find everything there. Please, guys, you have to wake up and do not allow any president this time around to come and tell us what to do. We are not allowing it. We don't need help. Even the UN, the records, they are all criminals. They are all pedophiles. They are all proper in Africa. You don't see it.
Well said. Well said. Well said. Gwen Mama, you have said it all. A round of applause for your forthrightness. And this is what all of us need to be aware. We can see we are not 20 years back where they could tell us lies. We see what they're doing and we are saying no more. We want no more of this nonsense where they're going to lie to us, come to take our resources, impoverish us in our land, and then tell us lies, and then try and use that lie to take over our land again. We are tired of it. We don't want any of this. Well said, Gwen Mama. Thank you, and thank you for the for the gifts as well. For the love and please continue. We support you all. Thank you so much, Stephen. 1 second, please. 1 second. I'll mute you. So now, thank you so much for that, Gwen Mama. It is such a pleasure to have you on. We will have you on board again. I'm hoping I'll be doing this on a regular basis, and we need to have this discussion. We continue to say a loud no. Nigeria says a loud no to the US to attempt to come into Africa, to Nigeria, to cause a war. We do not want war on our land. We know what they've done. every time the US goes to places like Libya, to Iran, and to Syria, to Palestine, to now Ukraine, anytime they go in any place, they cause death, destruction, havoc, and then they will charge you to fix the mess that they made. They never pay for the consequences of their action. We don't want anything from the US, and they must stop funding Boko Haram. They are using USAID to fund Boko Haram. Once again, thank you very much, Gwen. Let me go to my brother there. I'll give you now. Welcome on board, African Revolution. African Revolution, welcome on board. You've been waiting. Let's hear from you. What would you like to say? Welcome on board. African Revolution, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. What would
Very
you like?
happy to see you back again.
Thank you. It's been a minute. I've just had health issues. I couldn't really do that. Hopefully I'm getting on the mend. But welcome on board, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. What would you like to say about this issue about US trying to come and invade Nigeria and under the guise of religious prosecution?
About this thing that the US is trying to push this narrative that there is this genocide against the Christians in Nigeria, which we all know very, very well that he doesn't care nothing about the lives. Either they are Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, atheists, they don't care as long as they are Nigerians. This is the first thing that we have to keep in our mind. I remember when he received the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, in the White House. And the issue there is also that there is a genocide against the white farmers in South Africa, whitey farmers in South Africa. I remember that very well.
Yes.
And these, South African farmers, whitey South African farmers that went to the US as asylum seekers are actually the only asylum seekers that they accepted from the African continent.
Exactly.
Whitey.
Exactly. It's wow.
If they were concerned by the Christians being unalived in Nigeria, they would have accepted also the Nigerian Christians as asylum seekers. But this is the clear demonstration that they don't care about nothing as long as there are African lives being lost. And if we put as a cherry on top that, as you were stating, and actually many other people are saying the same, that the US is the same country that through his agency, the USAID agency, which I remember is not US aid in the sense of aid, is this the US Association of International Departments. It's something like that.
Yes.
It's not about aid.
No.
Okay.
No.
And as that congressman from the US was stating clearly, there are these allegations of direct funding of T groups in Nigeria, like Boko Haram, by the USAID. So they don't care about the lives being lost, because they don't care as long as these are not whitey lives. They don't care. They are actually funding the perpetrators of these atrocities. And now, as a cherry on top of the cherry on top, they are threatening of military invasion. And they think that we are so full to take it as it is, and do not understand that they have their own interest, their own agenda behind that threatened military intervention. Of course, they are, they are targeting all the places on Earth that there is these rare earth minerals, because they understand that they are one step back from their main competitor, which is China. They understand that they are some steps back. They want to reduce that gap, and they are doing as they are always do. They will do through, colonialism, military intervention, control over your economy, intermingling into politics of internal or of any single country.
Yes.
This is the same that they are doing also in Venezuela. They are threatening Venezuela too.
Indeed.
They are, involved in in what's happening, of course, in Gaza. They don't care. And if they were really concerned about lives being lost, and they should say something about places like Sudan, for example, like
Yeah.
Congo DRC, for example.
Yeah.
But they didn't care. So the only reason that they are talking about Nigeria is that, and also because I used to to be in interaction with so many Nigerians, that are advocating Pan Africanism and whatsoever. I have followed so many discussions on live events among Nigerians. Okay, sometimes I was there listening as a spectator because I'm not Nigerian, I'm not into the continent, so sometimes it's better that I just listen to learn. And one thing I noticed is that there was not one single instance that the Nigerians who were debating about the security situation in Nigeria mentioned the problem of religion. Never. It never happened. Even people from Benue State, from these people that are the communities that are affected by the recent surge of violence, they were there. And also, I see this trend online of this Christian genocide, which is pushed by people who are against the people who are advocating free Palestine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people who are against such people now are pushing up this Christian genocide in Nigeria just to point the fingers to Muslims, to Muslim communities, so to make something like a religious thing. But they are late. They are citing that massacre that happened in Benue State of 200 people who have been alive there. But they are months late. Where they were when all that was happening.
Well said.
They didn't even know that something
well
was happening
said.
there.
This is such a key point. My brother, African Revolution, such a key point. Where were they when that was happening? Why weren't they making that noise then? Now they're making that noise. Thank you so much for saying that. Carry on.
Yes, and that's the point. So I think that it's not just Nigerians. Everyone who is African should take this step with particular attention, because the stabilization of Nigeria would have catastrophic effects, I think, not just in Nigeria but all over Africa and all over West Africa for sure. Okay, and
absolutely,
I think that we should stand with our Nigerian brothers and stay united and resilient in saying a big no. That we understand what you are doing, we understand what is in behind. Even if our leaders are not willing to do something, we the people are ready to do whatever is necessary to do. This is what we should make them understand.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, African Revolution, Re-Evolution. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and for those wise words that you just said now. I hope many people are keen on that. Thank you so much. We're going to go to Stephen Benjamin. Stephen Benjamin, welcome on board. It's been a minute. Let's hear from you. What would you like to say? We are saying no to the U.S. Coming to try and say they want to, under the guise of helping Christians, start a war in Nigeria. What are your thoughts on that, Stephen Benjamin? Welcome on board. Thank you.
Hi, AJ, brother.
Yes, hi. It's been a minute.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Yes.
This is the kind of thing that America have been doing all the time, but most of African leaders never ever check things out. This America is the kind of country they pimp the world. They've pimped the world for a long time. They go all over countries, they pimp them, and their wealth is all of pimp from Africa and all over the third world, so-called third world. Look here, Nigeria, you never ever try. Don't give them the chance. The youth got to step up. They got to step up. In Africa, all over Africa, they got to step up because this is the time now they want a place. They want a place to hide you to get your wealth. Look at the United Nations and the IMF. They ain't got no more money. They want a place to suck. They want a place to suck. Brothers and sisters, you all got to step up. And I'm glad you got this kind of program that you're making, man. Everybody kind of come out with his mind. He also have mind. I love your program.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the Africa, Nigeria, man. Hey, you are I think you are the star of Africa. You
Indeed.
as a South African, you step up. Don't be afraid.
Indeed.
Step
Indeed.
up. And let
Indeed.
America know, listen, no is no. If your president not going to do this, you got to step up.
Yes.
This is a kind of a revolution, man. It's not going to be televised. We got
Exactly.
to step up. And
Exactly.
I believe this kind of thing that you're doing is going to help you out. So, brother, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'll
Thank
be
you.
in the battle. I'll
Thank
be
you.
in the battle.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
program, for inviting me. And
You're
I
welcome.
keep on watching your program.
Thank you.
Thank you, AJ.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephen Benjamin. Thank you. Very wise words. Let's make sure we follow him and we appreciate his comments there. Very, very important. Many of us, this is.
Thank you so much, Eli. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I think one of the things we need to do is all of us. We have to make sure that we speak truth to power. If you notice on the broadcast, I have not come out and attacked Trump, although the actions of what he's doing, it warrants you actually getting angry and actually sort of spewing whatever because you are angry. But that's what they want us to do. We need to focus on the facts. And that is why I'm going to play this again to remind us all what this is really all about. Let me play this to you. And then now, listen to this. So hopefully it will come up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1 second.
Cash funds madrasas.
Okay. 1 second.
ISIS.
Let me back up a second. That is Scott Perry. 8 months ago, barely 8 months or 9 months ago, in the congressional meeting, stating categorically that the U.S. were funding and supporting Boko Haram. That is the place that we need to start. If Donald Trump cannot answer that question of what they are doing right now to ensure that there are no funds going into the hands of Boko Haram and causing and killing, unaliving citizens of Nigeria as we speak, then he has no leg to stand on to call for to try and come and invade the same people who he has given, who's put in danger's way, in harm's way, by funding the same terrorist groups he's now saying he wants to come and end. So let's listen to this again, with to just to show you
to fund terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
So, anytime that you hear anything from Trump, they have to address this particular central point. What steps are they taking right now to make sure that the NGOs, and they are also, don't forget, they fund NGOs that are aiding and abetting and supporting Boko Haram. I said moments ago that I've got videos. I have videos of NGOs going into the forest that the people in that community cannot go to. And they interact with the terrorists and they come out alive. Now, if the people in the community go to those communities, they will not come out alive. That is the reality of what we are facing. So we are saying a loud no. We don't want the West, we don't want the US to come into Nigeria under the guise of protection. They are going to cause havoc. Thank you so much, Stephen Benjamin, again. Nature Lover, it's a pleasure to have you. What are your thoughts? Welcome on board. I hope you've been following what we've been doing. It's been a minute. Thank you very much, Nature Lover. Greetings. Yes, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Long time, man.
Yeah, I know. I've been away. I've just not been well enough to come on live. But today I'm much better. I'm getting there. I'm getting the help I need. I'm hoping it will stabilize. So I'm hoping to be around on a regular basis. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that I was on the line with some of the Nigerians before, and then some of them are coming. I was very disappointed with the way some of them speak about this matter. So, citizen, I tell you that we don't even need weapons right now in Africa. What from the observation of our people, I think we should work on our mental more than produce. Let me tell you, if we don't work on our brain and we even know how to produce weapon in Africa, we will use the same weapon because the brain is not working. We will use the same weapon that we produce to fight and kill each other, even more than now.
Wow.
That's how I can tell you.
You're right.
We need to.
You are absolutely right. Carry on, carry on.
Oh, my goodness. How long will you sit down? Me, I don't even have to write anything down. I am not too old, but just the little time I have on this planet to see and sit down, use my brain, connect the dot of what is going on. Countries that United States has ever said they are helping. Let me tell you, you can tell me the country that USA they are going to help them. Look at what happened to Libya. Democracy they are sending to Libya. So Libya is democratic now. Is that how democracy look like? Now, again, this Nigeria, I am not from Nigeria, but this Nigeria, the little history I know about Nigeria, when Jonathan Goodluck came and they asked, they want American military base in Nigeria. This guy said, I am not going to do that. What did they do? And this guy asked them to sell them weapons. They refused. And Jonathan South Africa to buy weapons in the black market. Okay? And then these people, they know how to play the game. They do it based on our division, this religion. So now, what happened is, because Julio Golanta is not a Fulani guy, so Fulani also take a advantage. They put a Buhari as a puppet. And now, these people think that, oh, America are with us. And now, they went and they tried to also get a land from one of the states in Nigeria, in the name of Islamic. And then he put most of the soldiers in the army. Now look at what they are doing. They are not doing it. They are doing. The government in Nigeria know the Boko Haram from A to Z. And now they are now doing it to the point that they cannot do anything. They don't know what to do. Now they are furious. Let me tell you this. By the Northerners. But let me tell you something. What the Northerners don't know what is going on, and they are using that so-called religion to do the atrocity they are doing in Nigeria. Let me tell you, after they conquer, if America comes in right now, because the Americans are the one who supported the Islam by putting Buhari there, okay, and giving them the weapon to, and they know, because you have to read, that's what I'm saying, you have to read the mind of these people. Where do the Fulani people getting those big weapons? Where are they getting those weapons? And now they know definitely that the Fulani guys are going to attack the Christian. And Christian will also cry for help. And where are they crying the help from? Through them. And that is just what happened. They always plan ahead. Because Jonathan did not ask them, did not allow them to put their base there. They are mad with him.
Exactly.
So what happened?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. When these people cannot, and these people coming to Nigeria, Nigeria will never be the same. Trust me. They are not coming there because this is a Muslim and this is a Christian, like the way Donald Trump said. I'm telling you. The Muslim and the Christian, don't they until Jonathan do what? Until Jonathan tells them that they are not going to do this. So they pass through the religion, and now Fulani also don't have land. So they say, let's also become a puppet to the United States so that we can also create a land by eliminating these people from their land and taking over the place. This is what just happening. Exactly. And now, the thing is, so what? Man, and then they put Fulani people in the government position, and now these people are pushing the other people who are non-Muslim. They are pushing them from their villages and all that, killing them to put fear to them so that they can take over the lands. But sometimes it's so emotional to me. Me, I'm not from that place, but you know what? They say if there is a fire in your brother's house, and you sit down and you say, it's my brother's house that is burning, let that house burn finish. The next place the fire will come is you. So this kind of our brothers, Muslims, they don't have sense. You think after these people come to that place, you think you will be free?
Exactly. Exactly. Wow. Wow. Nature lover, you hit the nail on the head. I love the passion that you bring, and hope people are listening to what you're saying. This. We need to hear more of this, and I'm so glad that you are able to share this on this platform. Very, very important. Yeah. Just say a few more words. I might bring somebody else in. Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, one of them makes some comment, a Christian. So when I talk like this, maybe the Muslim here may think that I am supporting the Christian. But let me tell you something. I asked one guy in the group that, so you are calling Trump to come and help you. I emotionally asked him, so you are asking Trump to come and help the Christian in Nigeria. So what is the Jesus Christ? Why can't you call Jesus Christ? Why are you calling Trump? Why are you calling America? Is it America you are worshiping? That your God, if that your God is so powerful and tell you that anything he will intervene, as long as you believe in him, God, nothing will happen to you. So why are you not calling him now and you are calling Trump to come into the country? Why?
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened to our also so-called Muslim brothers and sisters. You people, you are suffering. Why can't you? They're suffering in the northern part of Nigeria. Why can't you call Muhammad? Muhammad is so powerful. Why is he allowing your children to be suffering? Why can't we do? Okay, Mr. Citizen, I want to ask you, I leave you people with one question. Tell me the two religions in Africa. Tell me if, okay, assuming that...
Exactly.
Sorry for my voice. Oh, sorry for my voice.
It's fine. It's fine.
The two religions in Africa, I want to ask you this question. So just remove, assuming that you have never heard about Islam. I have never heard about Christianity. So if you see me and I see you, how are we going to see ourselves? Tell me, without hearing the word Christianity and without hearing the word Islam in Africa, and we meet. Okay, whom are you meeting in your head?
Our ancestor, our great grand.
Exactly.
Was our worshiper.
I rest my case here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Very good point there. I'll come back to you, Grandmama. I'm just gonna quickly talk about what he said there. And I know for a fact. Thank you so much, Nature Lover. He speaks with such passion because he knows what we are experiencing is beyond just for a nation that created by the colonials. We're talking about the entire Africa. So I know exactly, and I feel exactly what Nature Lover feels. Anything that's happening in any part of Africa, it's affecting me. I feel it. So when he's talking with this passion, and it still managed to get the message through that we should not focus on any religion. We should focus on one thing: our Africanness. Africa first. African resources for African people. That must be what we focus on. Connecting to what it is, our essence as Africans, first and foremost on our soil. These divisions are designed to keep us from benefiting from our resources. So thank you so much, Nature Lover, for saying that. Now let's go back to Grandmama. You wanted to say a bit more about what he said. Let's hear from you on that briefly. Go ahead, Grandmama. Go ahead.
Wow, I'm sure he's Ghanaian, right?
Yes, I think he is. Yes, he is. Nature Lover is Ghanaian, yes.
So, brother, don't worry, okay? This time around, we don't need pew pew. We don't need American to intervene. We ourselves will take control. And especially when it comes to American or those kind of fake people, we will not allow them to destroy our unborn babies or our future generation country. It won't happen.
Exactly.
All we're waiting for is that Nigeria to wake up. When Nigeria get angry, Congo and then a go. The whole African continent blacks now will start to wake up.
Exactly.
That's all we need. We just need Nigerians to get angry. No pew pew. We don't need weapons. Just get angry, go in the street. You know, Africa, we quick to put fire on embassy. So if they are coming, they should get ready because there will be no airport available for them.
Yeah, indeed. Well said. Thank you very much for that. We are saying this. We don't want any Western intervention in bringing any war to Africa. They've done enough war. They've done enough damage. Just look at Libya. Just look at what is happening in Libya. Look at what has happened in Sudan. Look at what is happening in Sudan right now. Now we're hearing that the weapons that UAE are getting is coming from the West. Some countries from the West are the ones providing the weapons that the UAE is giving to the Rapid Support Force that is working for UAE. So we can see that we don't need any help from them. We don't need any help from America. We do not want them to interfere in our development. They've done enough damage, and we continue to speak about it. Let me play this video for you again. I want us all, because it's important message in it. I'll play this, then maybe we might start rounding it up.
Threatening
Hang on.
To bomb Nigeria, guns a-blazing.
One second.
Donald Trump threatening to bomb Nigeria, guns a-blazing, is not about protecting Christianity. It's about power, optics, and control. This man has never cared about faith. He uses religion like a campaign prop. What he's doing right now is playing savior while setting up the same colonial script America's been running for centuries. You want to paint black nations as violent and chaotic and in need of rescue, then justify stepping in with lethal force. This is not about Christianity. It's about dominance. It's about keeping Africa unstable, poor, independent. Because here's the truth. Every time a black nation rises towards independence or strength, Western powers find a way, calling it a humanitarian reason, to interfere. They call it aid, they call it freedom, they call it protection, but it always ends up with stripped resources and sovereignty laws. Nigeria is one of the most powerful economies in Africa. It's rich in oil, gas, and human capital. Trump threatening that under the guise of religious freedom is political theater. He's appealing to the white evangelical voters back at home who love the Christian hero narrative. But it also sends a message to Africa. You either stay in your lane or America will remind you who holds military might. What makes this even more dangerous is the hypocrisy. Trump's own country can't stop mass shootings, church bombings, or domestic terrorism. Yet he's lecturing Nigeria on violence. That's like a man whose house is on fire trying to tell the neighbors how to handle a candle. If America really cared about peace, it would invest in diplomacy, education, and infrastructure, not bombs and sanctions. But racism runs deep in the U.S. foreign policy. It can't imagine a black nation managing its own problems without Western guidance. And let's be clear, when Trump says Christian, he's not talking about black Christians in Nigeria. He's talking about white evangelical voters in America. He's weaponizing faith for votes, not for God. So yeah, this isn't about saving souls. It's about maintaining power, feeding fear, and distracting the world from the real empire games at play. If America keeps going down this path using religion and race to justify aggression, it won't just destroy other nations, it'll destroy itself. Because you can't claim to stand for freedom while silencing, bombing, exploiting the very people who built your motherfucking wealth.
Exactly. So a round of applause for the brother in America who said this. He said everything that we needed to hear. And I'm so glad that Nature Lovers talked about this. There are quite a few Nigerians who are against what I am saying right now. I understand that. But the thing is, they're talking from a place where they lack this knowledge that we are sharing here. They lack the depth of knowledge, of understanding that anything that they agree to with the US do not adhere, they do not honor any agreement since the days of the treaties that they've had with the melanated people who owned America. Every single treaty they broke. They broke it. So whatever they tell you now, whatever agreement they write that you are enter into with the US is at your own risk, and they will not honor it. We have to understand that. Anything they can say, all of the wise words to you, they will tell you all the great words, and we do this, we will do that. They will, they're very good with words. But when it comes to actions, it is only about their interest. And they will drop you so fast, you will not see it coming. They will just switch on you so fast, you will not see it coming. So my fellow Nigerian brothers and sisters who are advocating, who are saying, come, 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 America has a different agenda to what you have in mind. You think that, oh yes, they are really going to stop the genocide that you think that they're coming to stop. They're not. They are going to. They will. In fact, they will make it worse. They will make it worse, and they will blame you for it. They will make it worse, and they will blame you for it. So those of us who are, I just want us to really listen to that video. I played that video because this is the experience of our brother who is an American, who is experiencing this on ground. Tuskegee experiment, Flint water, the flooding in New Orleans. All of this, there is a plethora of evidence that the US, look at the Tulsa. Look at every single thing that the US has done when it comes to black people in the US has been to undermine them, to destroy their economy, to prevent them from growing. And you think that people who have done that to people that look like you and me who are in the US, they are going to help you as an African? Think. Brothers and sisters who are Nigerians, if you think they are here to help you, they are not. They've shown you their true colors. They are showing you their true colors, and we need to wake up. Somebody wanted to say something. Stephen Benjamin, did you want to say something? Go ahead. Let's hear from you. Go ahead. Stephen Benjamin, are you there? Okay.
Oh, yes, brother.
Go ahead.
Hey, why? That's great. That's great. It's great to get you again. Yes. I thought it's up time now that we Africa got to know what we're doing, because like I said, America has never ever helped no country in this world. Look, if you go back all the way to the Middle East, they go there to fight and they get nothing. They never won a war. And this is what they want. This is what they want to do in Africa. This is what they want to do in Africa. They know Africa is rising, and all what they want to do, get everything scattered so they can, to penetrate. Look at Congo. Look at Sudan. Look at all the places in Africa. Why didn't they go there to save the people if they want to save people? Even their own country in America, a lot of people are homeless and all this kind of shit, and they can't have nobody there. And you coming to help Africa? You know what, brother? In Africa, the Christianity, we got to abolish Christianity and this Muslim shit and everything. We got to knock it off because they ain't helping us. This Christianity never ever helped Africa. We got to knock it off. Before Christianity, we were worshiping. Before Christianity, we were worshiping. So we got to go back to our roots and worship what we were worshiping before. So, brothers, this is an eye-opening now. We got to empower each other. You empower me, I empower you. We got to know what it's all about now. Because we don't want no slavery this time. Coming over time in our land and kill people, our mothers and brothers and sisters, kill fathers, kill them. Because of what they want, their wealth.
Exactly.
The wealth in Africa is all what they want. So, my brother, I give you all the power now. Just power to the people.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
I should.
We're still going to keep on fighting. We'll get our liberty. Okay?
I share.
All right.
Absolutely. Thank
brother,
you.
Right. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you again. Now, you see, this is exactly what we're saying. We have to continue to empower each other. I firmly believe that we have to see ourselves in a new light. every single African on the African continent and those who are in diaspora, you are a sovereign of the African continent. You are a sovereign. You are a sovereign. And we need to. Oh, hang on. Can you mute? Can you mute yourself, my brother? Can you mute yourself down there? Can you mute yourself? Stephen, I'm gonna have to. Can you mute yourself? Okay, I'm gonna mute you. Okay, I hope I've done it. Okay, I think I've muted him. Yes. Okay. So now what we are saying is this. Thank you very much again. We are saying to our Nigerian brothers, and particularly my Igbo brothers, any agreement you enter to with the US, they are not going to honor that agreement. You may think that when they tell you we are going to do this, they will do it. They will not. When they come to your place, they are only going to focus on one thing. It's your resources. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, sorry. I just want to disconnect because I think my brother is talking. Sorry, I didn't want to drop you off, but you're interfering with the broadcast. So but you can hear me in the background. I wanted to be able to speak, so because it's distracting, I could hear somebody else in the background. I'm really grateful, Stephen Benjamin. And please continue. I will. I hope I hope we're following each other. Let me make sure we're following each other. But I really want to make sure that we understand this. Any agreement, you cannot turn your back on the US. I mean, you cannot rely on any agreement that you enter to with the US government. Since the days of the treaties that they entered to with the people of the landowners of America, they never honored a single treaty agreement. They never honored a single treaty. So why are we should not be surprised that that is what they're doing now. I'm just saying this for my fellow Nigerians who seem to think, oh, we want them to come and help. America is not going to help. Is not coming to help Nigerians. America is only coming to help Americans. America is only coming to take your resources to help America. They don't care about you as an African. They don't care about you whether you're a Christian or not. They only care about Christians in the US. They don't care about Christians who are in Africa. Let me say that again slowly. America doesn't care about Christians in Africa. They only care about the Christians, the white Christians who are in America. So when they tell you that they are coming to support Christians, they are only supporting the Christians who are in America. And they would quickly put you in harm's way. Even though you are doing the same Christianity with them, they will put you in harm's way to get the benefit from your soil. They won't even blink. That is the reality. So I hope many of you who are sort of saying, America, come. You need to understand that you do not want to wish for this, because they are coming to destroy your country. And that is, let me bring somebody else in. Udo Emmanuel, let me see. It's Esoland. Okay. Greetings. Greetings, Udo Esoland. What would you want to say? Welcome on board. Can you hear me? Udo Isholand. Are you there? Greetings, Udo Isholand. Do you want to say something? Okay.
My brother, may God bless you.
Greetings.
May God bless you.
Greetings.
May God bless you, brother.
Yes, thank you. What would you like to say about this issue?
You see, when a country is in problem, we the citizens, we try to bring tribalism into it. We try to bring religion into it. You see, we here, we are no more better than people that is big die in big pie in Benue and Plateau and all those areas. We are no more better than them. Nigeria needs help. And this what Tinubu did years ago. Tinubu, Amechi, you are a media person, you know, every video is with you, every picture is with you. Amechi, Tinubu, Buhari, they went to America with one other man from Jigawa State too. I can't remember his name. They went to America. Then, when Jonathan was in power, going to go and tell America that this security in Nigeria is want to take over the Nigeria, that America should help them. That is why you see Obama helped them to make sure Jonathan, they remove Jonathan from power. This is the true story. We don't need to print it. You see, it's not when Tinubu is in power now. He now say that everything is lying. Nothing is lying. Everything is true. America, they are saying what they see, and we Nigeria know it. Even you, me, we cannot be bigger than a whole general, a whole former general, Dajuma, that married from Edo State. We said that the people have to defend themselves. How can the people defend themselves? Can we defend themselves with teeth? Or what we do? How can we defend ourselves? If we don't call for help so that the country will be good for you and for me.
Okay, let me ask a question. Do you think that America will really help like you are thinking? Do you think they will help?
We have no alternative. They will help us. Because if America will not help us, why Tinubu and Amechi and this thing went to America that they could come and help them to remove Jonathan from power?
Okay.
If they don't believe in America.
I am
America, they don't believe now. They don't believe that. They don't believe now. But then they believe in America. Or if you need the video, I can send it for you.
No.
The picture when they were in America.
I don't need.
If you don't have it,
I don't need the video. But my brother, I want you to look at what America has done in Iran. I want you to in Iraq. I want you to look at what America has done in Libya.
I can't hear you.
I'm not hearing you. Yes.
Hello. Sorry, my brother. I know what you're saying, but we don't. America is not coming to help us. I've just shown you now. America were the ones who were giving weapons. They were giving weapons to Boko Haram. Look, let me play this to you. I don't know if you've heard it. Scott Perry.
Okay, play this. I have it.
You play it. Yeah, you've had it. Let me play it. I'll play it.
Terrorist groups, including Boko Haram.
Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps.
Yes.
So, you see now, the point I'm making is this. The US, the people that you are saying we should go to, they are openly telling us that the money that it was supposed to use to fund to help give us food or healthcare, they've been funding the terrorists who are attacking us now. The Boko Haram.
Who was doing that?
Sorry?
Is it not Obama?
And the US and even under Trump as well. They are all doing it. This was still being done recently. Okay. Listen. Okay. Then for.
Can I ask him a question?
Okay, please go ahead. Ask him a question. Go ahead. Yes.
My brother.
Yes.
If a cow put his head on the floor, is he still a cow or not?
It's still a cow. It's a cow.
So if you see the cow, even part of the leg cut in different place, is it part of the cow or not?
It's still part of the cow. Still part of the cow. Still part.
What about that? What about this is Obama and this is Obama? Let me tell you, the American who it doesn't matter whoever that comes, it benefits everybody in the America. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes, I understand. Okay, can I talk? Let me just tell you. Why is this now? Nigeria suddenly wake up now. They forget the people that are big by. Do you know on the 24th of December in Benue State?
I know.
About 200 people were on our live.
I saw it. I was there. Yes, I wasn't there. I saw it. I shared it. I know.
Christmas. And the Nigeria government still celebrate, the whole country still celebrate Christmas. Let me tell you, in Italy, it happened of a recent, just about two we call it carabinieri here, we're on our life. That's police. the whole country was mourning. There was crying across the whole country.
I remember
Are you
that,
not
yes.
telling me where you come from? Where you come from, Nigeria, 400 people will be unalive, and then 50 people will be alive. The country will still move on, that nothing happened. Are we got what?
No,
are we
I'm
that
not.
evil?
I'm not. No, no,
Are
I'm
we
not.
that? Are we that darkness?
My
Are we
brother,
that? What would that call us?
my brother, you
I
know.
also have a simple question for Udo.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, my question to you, Udo, is what do you think? What is the reason for which the United States of America should, bring up his military, risk the lives of his citizens in arms, spends millions of dollars, because any military mission costs millions of dollars?
Okay.
And do you think that they are doing it because, they love the Nigerian Christians? Do you think that they are doing this without having nothing in return? Do you think that they have, as long as as you listen in the video, just to finish, as you listen in the video, they are the same entity funding these people who were unaliving, who is still unaliving people in Nigeria. So what is the reason that they should come and save Nigeria, as you are implying?
Okay. Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm Ghanaian.
Okay, let me tell you. Since we are not from Ghana, Nigeria, you did not know what is happening in Nigeria. Let me tell you what is happening in Nigeria. Do you know in Katsina State today, in Jigawa State, in Nasarawa, in Zamfara, that Nigeria don't have even good water to drink? Just a good water to drink. Do you believe me? My people still drink bottled.
Do you think that the Americans would care about it?
Answer you. I say whether you believe that my people still drink bottled pit.
Of course, no, my brother. Of course, we know.
Okay, forget about that. Is it because of America? If America is telling, okay, let the government provide water, we say America is bad. Let the government provide good roads, America is bad. Let the government provide ordinary this immunization for the children, we say America is bad. A country that cannot take care of its people is inviting others to help him. If you cannot give any, do you know Nigeria 2025 we don't have light?
I look, I'm not. I agree with you about everything you're saying in terms of.
What do we not do?
Okay,
if the
now.
Government cannot do that
Okay.
to the citizen.
Okay.
The government cannot secure the citizen. They cannot give everything to the citizen. What do we do? Do we not close our eyes so everybody will be quiet before we start talking to people to help us?
Okay. Now the best way is we help ourselves. We start from our community. Okay. Now, okay, good. I'm glad you asked the question. Number one, I'll be very, very clear with you. America after our resources. Let me give you an example. In Kwara State,
those resources are dustbin.
Hold on.
If you have the resources, you cannot refine it. It's already a dustbin.
Udo, my brother, 1 second, please. I'm just trying to tell you something. As we speak now in Kwara State, so to let you know that this is not about Christianity or Islam, in Kwara State, I'm sure you know it. There are several communities. If fellow in local government area, Adodo, Ode, and Babanla, the entire community, they fled. The Boko Haram did not care whether they are Christian or Muslim. They cared if they were Yoruba. They came for their land. They didn't care about the religion. The people in those areas, Christian and Muslim, they have left. The whole town is empty. And the Fulanis are now populating that place. And the guns that was used to do that was provided by the USAID. That is the problem. So if we are wanting to get the problem solved, we cannot be going to the same people who have created the problem to solve the problem. They will make the problem worse. That is what I'm trying to make us understand here. I'm not disputing the fact that there's a problem. To solve it, we cannot go to the same people because the US agenda is the same. It doesn't matter who comes in, whether it's Obama, whether it's Trump. The agenda for the US it remains the same agenda: exploitation of resources and taking and oppressing the people, countries that they interact with. Iraq, Syria, Libya, Sudan, everywhere. Congo. In Congo, as I speak now, the military bases, they take the resources of Congo out. They fly it out. They are not even inspected by the Congolese. That is what we are looking at. So if we are saying we're going, if we can get help from other country that would, look at what Russia is trying to do in Burkina Faso. Russia is actually helping them, and the US are trying to break that because the US are not able to exploit the resources of Burkina Faso or Mali or Niger because Russia is helping them. So if we wanted to get help and really stop this problem that you're talking about, we can. The US can be the ones helping us because they're the ones who are funding Boko Haram. Does that make sense to you at all, my brother?
Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense, my brother. Let me still tell you. The old president Tinubu years ago went to America for help. He does not know that he had to need other country to go to help them to remove Jonathan. I mean, we can forget.
I agree with you. I agree with you that there can be help, but right now, the US, again, I say the agenda of the US, it doesn't matter. Under Trump, under Biden, it is the same policy of exploitation of resources of other countries to the benefit of America. They don't care about, you see, when they talk about Christians, Udo, when they talk about Christians, that they're helping Christians, the only Christians that the are the US Christians. They're not caring about Nigerian Christians. They are going to tell you they will help, but the money and they will exploit you as a Christian. They will take your. I've just shown you in Kwara State there are rare arts in Kwara that the US want. China is not selling them any more rare arts, and they're coming for it in Kwara State. It is. Look, let me show you on the screen so that you can read it yourself. So it's not hearsay. Look, can you see my screen, my brother? Can you see my screen?
I'm seeing it.
Okay, now I want you to look at this bit here. You see, in there, the bit I'm called the arrow, rare earth minerals, they are in Kwara State. That is why they are funding Boko Haram to displace the people. People have fled. People have fled those areas. And in those areas, there are rare earth minerals. And the rare earth minerals is what they use in the military equipment. So they don't care about you in your land. So when we say we are going to go, and if we go to the same people who are doing
My
this
brother,
for us, we need to go somewhere else.
Who is a Christianity a Muslim in Nigeria? Who's
in Yoruba land?
Is it the Christian?
In
Is the Christian against the Muslim? Or the Muslim against the Christian?
In Yoruba land, we both Christian and Muslim. Both of them have fled from Kwara State. That's what I'm saying.
Against them? Who?
The Boko Haram.
Who will fight them? Is it not the federal government?
Listen.
If the federal government refuses to fight them.
So are you saying that are you saying we should now go to Boko, we should go to US who have given the weapons to Boko Haram to help us?
Where do we go?
Where we go are countries like Russia, other countries that actually are interested in having peace in our land.
Tell your brother now, your brother that is too.
I would also add something there.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. African Revolution, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, it's just that the US or the I don't know. I see that you mentioned that the incident of the Carabinieri or the reference of Italy because I was born and living in Italy. Okay, and if you make I don't know if you are in Italy or if you stayed in Italy, but if you see the people here, okay, they are still somewhat like grateful because this is something which is taught science school. So the pupils of school are being told that the Americans came to Italy and saved Italy from fascism during World War II. Okay. And if you think that they did it for, because they love the Italians, even if most of a lot of American white population is of Italian origin, you are wrong. Because even in that case, what they did it for, the geopolitical dominance. Actually, Italy used to be at the front line of the Iron Curtain during Cold War. And this is why Italy received a lot of funding during the Marshall Plans and whatsoever. But you have to see the other face of the coin, which is that even a country like Italy is not free. It's not free to do whatever it wants. And it follows the dictates from Washington to the point to go against its own interest, as it's happening now with the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Yeah.
As Italy, as well as all other European countries, were used to buy cheap and good gas from Russia. And now, just because the US told them to do so, they are putting sanctions against the Russians. They're refusing to buy even the Russian gas or whatsoever, and to the point that the economy is suffering. Other countries like Germany is even receding the economy. Okay, and the people here are under pressure because the price of everything went up because there is no more cheap gas from Russia, and this is also all because of a simple dictate from Washington, which has power because I don't even know how many U.S. military bases are in Italy. Okay. Another example, even worse, is the peace deal between Congo DRC and Rwanda. If you see it, it seems that Trump is celebrating it as, I brought peace after 30 years of war. But actually what happened is that the U.S. companies like Cobalt, which is founded and financed by people like Gates and Bezos, okay, they already have their permission to explore minerals in Congo DRC following that peace agreement. But the people in Eastern DRC are still being analyzed on a daily basis.
Exactly.
Do you want this for Nigeria too? Is that you want? To sign a deal with the US that they promise that they come to help, and at the end you will see that the situation will not improve, it keep deteriorating, even getting Nigeria to the level of Congo DRC of Sudan.
No, are you happy that what is going on in Nigeria?
No.
Do you like it?
No.
Can
Of course I don't, but I'm stating that it can be even worse. We have to do something. The host already told one road.
The government is not doing anything. What do we do?
That's what I'm saying. We need to encourage the government to seek alternative. We, the people, must begin to hold our government accountable for status. And secondly, we need to then to explore Russia.
If you go and demonstrate, the government will send DSS to arrest you. If you support Nigeria, they will arrest you. If you come out to demonstrate, they arrest you. What do you people do? What do you people do?
I want to ask a question. When the situation happened, which of the brother countries do Nigeria contacted?
May God bless you, brother, for saying that word. May God bless you.
No, I asked a question. Which kind of because
I will respond to that.
Okay, now you see, sometimes we the Africans, the way they brainwash us to think that our solution is in the sky, not knowing that the solution is sometimes always within. Actually, most of our solutions are not even outside. And this is how they hijack our brain. The same thing, the religious theory is what they put in us, and that is what we are working with. That's why all the time we have problems. They told us that we have to look outside. The problem is outside. So not knowing that the problem is even
inside.
Within.
Yes.
The God we are seeking is always with us. But we are seeking God from Saudi Arabia. We are seeking God from Europe. We are seeking God from everywhere. So, my brother, this is the effect of religion in our brain. So this is why today we have problem, but we don't even know that the problem is within us. Let me tell you, as my senior brother citizen says, the world is so big to the point that even if we contact ECOWAS is there, AU is there. I know every country have their problem, but also make the move and see what will happen. Make the step. At least something different. You will learn something different.
Exactly.
Even I don't support Paul Biya. I don't support Paul Biya in Cameroon. I don't support Cote d'Ivoire. But at this time, we can, if we are in trouble, can we even contact the ECOWAS, call all of them and say, this is happening. How are we going to do it? It's beyond my briefing. And you guys are my brothers. How are we going to tackle it? And then see, you may think Paul Biya, who is, I always insult Paul Biya all the time. But you may think that he's not somebody. But maybe the word that he will say there may be the key to save Nigeria. Who knows? Did we do that? Did we see each other contacting each other with problems? Look at what the Congo guy have done. The moment you people have problems, no AU, nothing, you don't seek for internal solution first. Even if you will go outside, it should be the ECOWAS that is going to represent the whole Nigeria as one. But whereby say that we are stupid people. So what are those organizations for? In a family, in a family, if everybody just becomes sick, they will just go out and go everywhere they want. Is that how we build a family? Huh? So Burkina Faso, even we see that some of our brothers get to some place and they are getting safe. They are getting safe. Burkina Faso get to some place and they are getting safe. Involve all of these people, and they will tell you exactly. If you don't know the keys, they may know the keys to tell you to tell you so that we handle the situation. No, America will come and save us. We jump and pick a phone, call America president, come and help us. I am tired of being African and talking. Sometimes death. Sometimes death is even sweeter than me living with these kind of people.
I hear you. I hear you. That's deep. That's deep. Thank you so much, Nature Lover. Udo, my brother, all I'm saying is that I agree with you. There's no doubt in my mind. We're going to be wrapping up now. There's no doubt in my mind that what we need to do on the African continent is for us to seek solutions. And Nature Lover is right. We need to solve our problems ourselves. We don't need to go outside. And we can look at what Burkina Faso is doing, what Mali is doing, what Niger is doing. They are combating these terrorists, using their own ideas and working with people like Russia, and Turkey. And they're doing that. We going back to the America are the ones who are supporting the people who are creating problems on the Africa in Nigeria. So to go to them for help is like you're putting yourself in the hands of those who are going to harm us permanently. I don't subscribe to that, but I fully understand where people think about this and how people think about that. But listen, we've been here for some time now. I need to have a break. I'm going to come back again. We're going to talk some more about this. We're going to be following developments. If I hear anything new, we will come back again and talk about it. But I want to say, Aboki Shago, thank you so much. Udo Eshonland, although we have a different opinion on how to solve the problem, it is good and it's worth sharing ideas, and let's keep talking. I do not believe that seeking any solution from the US is going to help us. We need to seek solution outside of the US because they are, in the video that I'm showing you on the screen, Scott Perry admitted that they are funding Boko Haram. They cannot be. If you are part of the problem, you cannot be part of the solution. Sounds simple. I'm clear on that. If you are part of the problem, you can't be part of the solution. We need to look beyond that. So we will keep talking. I'm not saying we're going to solve it now. We keep an eye on what's going on. But I hope that makes sense to you, Udo, my brother. And thank you so much for joining.
No problem.
But we will talk some more.
The most important thing, let the government solve the problem.
Exactly. And we will do that. But I really appreciate you joining. And a round of applause for you for explaining your point of view, because we need to hear each other out to be able to solve this problem. Let me give you a round of applause to, 1 second. for your contribution to the discussions. African Re-Evolution, thank you so much. Nature Lover, thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure. And those of you who are on YouTube as well, thank you for the great comments. Molara Olubumi, thank you so much. And others who've been making comments. Don't forget, subscribe to us on YouTube. And also, we thank you for the gifts on TikTok and on other platforms on YouTube as well. Help us subscribe, help us grow the platform. And we will come back and talk some more about this. For now, we have to keep talking. Again, we say a loud no to the US because they are part of the problem. They can never be part of the solution. And we need other alternatives other than the US. We do not want the US to invade Nigeria under the guise of this religious persecution, which they are disguising. They are funding the terrorists because they want our rare earth minerals. They are after that. And they also want to go in and recolonize with friends and others to take over Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. And they want to use Nigeria as a base. We mustn't let them. I hope we are all alert to this. Thank you so very much. You've been listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, our Battletron. For now, I thank you all so much. And I'll be ending it here. And thank you so much to you all. And I'll be back again real soon. For now, it's bye from this end. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night, all. Let me see. How do I end this now? Good night. Good night. Thank you all. I'm going to try and, okay, I'm going to exit now. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Good night. Okay. So, we've done that now on TikTok. So to you all on YouTube, thank you so much. I hope you found this valuable, and thank you for joining. I'll be back again. We're going to be following what's going on. I wanted to have a rest because I've not done this for a while, and I don't want to let it eat into time. We'll build this. Probably we're back again tomorrow at some point. It could be at any point. But we are going to keep this going. We'll keep the conversation going. We cannot depend on the US, who are equally funding Boko Haram with the USAID. US are part of the problem. They cannot be part of the solution. That is the reality. What are your thoughts? Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the thumbs up. Please continue to share this broadcast and reshare. The more you share, the more it reaches more people. We want to have a meaningful dialogue. We're not here to abuse anybody. We want to solve our problem, and we believe we have the solution to our own problems if we commit ourselves collectively together to solve the problems. For now, you've been listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you so much for now, and bye for now. Bye. Bye.